Hi guys, welcome to another installment on my YouTube channel for Beyond the Halos and Horns. It's me, Nick's Morningstar, and in today's topic, let me see where I could find it at. Where did I put it? I am doing it on this guy right here, Pazuzu. I know. When a lot of people, especially in the occult community as well, hear the name Pazuzu, it tends to strike some fear, some, shock, some awe. And it's totally understandable because of the reputation that was given thanks to the movie The Exorcist. And Pazuzu is, Mesopotamian origin going into Akkadian and Babylon. And, first, archaeologists basically discovered Pazuzu as early as the 6th century BC, but a lot more was revealed on Pazuzu the 8th century BC. And, you know, Pazuzu, as you can see in the statue right here, has the, head of a lion, the body of a man, claws that rip and tear, skin and flesh apart, as well as 4 wings. And basically, pretty much in Babylonian mythology, he was also known as a type of bird known as Anzu or just Zu. And he was the son of Hanbi, brother of Humbaba, as known in the Epic of Gilgamesh. And he is also known as the king of the evil spirits of the wind, as well as the king of the southwestern winds. Though Pazuzu, like in his image is considered evil, he actually is the best protection from evil energies, evil spirits, etc., etc., etc. Like if you look at the movie The Exorcist, Pazuzu basically pretty much possessed a young girl, turned her life into a living hell and a living nightmare continually for, until the exorcism was taking place. But the reality on Pazuzu is the fact that, Pazuzu right here would have prevented that. Pazuzu's image was used, in ancient times in nurseries, you know what I mean? Well, they didn't have nurseries back then, but in, the sleeping chambers for babies and whatnot to prevent sudden infant death syndrome that they believed was caused by Lamastu or Lilith. And let's see, what else do we have here? Using my notes, guys, using my notes. Pazuzu is ruler of the winds and the storms, and Pazuzu can be called upon to manipulate the thoughts and actions of another person, which explains the whole element of air and wind, because air is a mental thing. So, of course, someone who masters air can also master the art of manipulation as well. And it's also believed that Pazuzu can bring about prosperity, protection, as well as vengeance, and can heal as well as cause plague and famine. And a lot of people also believe that Pazuzu was actually a primordial being known as an Oberith. And the Oberith is basically believed to have created the abyss. So, imagine that Pazuzu created the abyss. That was one of the key factors of creating life. And it's also believed as well too that Pazuzu is part of an ancient breed of gods that came in from, interdimensional travel through ships known as the Anunnaki. And it was also believed too that Pazuzu was one of the guiding forces that corrupted the angel Asmodel, or, as the daemon we know now, Asmodee or Asmodeus. But where a Christian would see as corruption, someone outside of Christianity would see as liberation. The crystal, one of the crystals for working with Pazuzu is carnelian. Colors are green, black, brown, and his elements are all 4 elements, meaning earth, fire, water, and air. Ruling planet is Saturn. And the directions are either north or south. Offerings, you know what I mean, are, as you can see on the statue itself, blood. Your own blood. I usually just prick my finger. Don't go crazy and cut yourself. I'm not responsible or liable for any mishaps that would happen because you decided to go, cutty, choppy. It's literally just a poke or a prick and a few drops. That's it. Anything beyond that is just literally overkill and wasted. Alcohol, liquor. I also offer him, 1800 Reposado tequila. And he also loves attention as well and mention. And the end for Pazuzu is, Astales, Yamos, Payet, Pazuzu, Retama. And, Pazuzu himself actually happens to be a fairly easy demon to work with. Pazuzu communicates quite easily and will not leave you hanging 9 times out of 10. For working for a friend who was going through some trying times with an ex who was psychotic, abusive, and was going to go to their place to cause some damage to them, I right away felt the urge to call on Pazuzu, and I did. And that particular friend stated that they felt a total shift in energy. They felt that fear and anxiety leave them, and that particular ex has not bothered them in a negative way at all since that ritual. So again, guys, Pazuzu is like one of the best protectors you can ever call on, you can ever have in your life and your home, guys. And that is my brief video on Pazuzu. Let's see who I do next week. Blessings and tidings. Hail Pazuzu. Hail Moloch. Hail Satan.